panties. We're rich, baby.
Close. Yeah, I mean, we're on the GOAT horizon is what I call this next year, 2026, the end of this year as well.
I'm a GOAT.
You're a GOAT. And what do you think are a GOAT? And what do you think are some of the attributes of a GOAT, without saying too much?
I'm a pretty peaceful individual most of the time. Pretty well. Living in prosperity. What was that? Pretty good at figuring things out, too. You notice how GOAT starts with G, the 7th letter?
True that. It's like my name is Gary.
A little Gemini helps, too.
There you go, brother. You see how you go back and forth and you play this game? G. But here's the thing. Shit matters.
I'm a GOAT.
You're a GOAT.
About my extinction right now, brother. Tommy Robinson just said he's a proud Zionist. I know. It's annoying. Everyone who is our only hope is a complete IDF shill. His name's not Tommy Robinson. His name is Christopher Yaxley Lennon Smith. He was in the IDF. Didn't you notice in here? I'm noticing a lot here, guys. A lot of change is going on around here. When it comes to all of a sudden we're okay to start mentioning MMA Guru on the channel. You know what I'm saying? This wouldn't have ran 2 years ago. But luckily, we've been building and building. The fight companions are going well. He's mentioned a few things about, he's going to make an hour-long video about this, but never too negative, because he knows that would have fed me for weeks of content. If Ariel would have lashed out a couple years ago, hour-long video about a 30-second clip, it would be coming. Lucas on call for commentary with Che as your Dean Thomas chiming in for each fight. No brainer, right? That could be good. I don't know if Che would be my Dean Thomas chiming in. I think you're a Che fan, just trying to chuck him in the mix. But I think the trio of me, Bedtime, and Lucas would be goated, yeah. Maybe we could have Che chime in, though. That would be a cool little feature. He gets into me coming to the US.
Sorry, boys.
Good friend of the channel, MMA Guru, is touring the US soon and is going to New York City. He's interested in coming on your show. Is he welcomed?
I'm interested. I mentioned, listen, if I'm going to be in New York... and I'm going to be around, what collaboration makes the most sense more than Ariel Helwani? Now, how do you guys want me to do this? Do I stand my base? Do I go all... Because listen, Ariel's been up to no good in the past, and there's a reason why I had those videos against him. Am I going to really stand my base on the show in person? I think that would make for some great content, so long as I stand my base. I'm not going to be up there all limp-wristed and, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be some moments, but I'm sure it'll be a good collab. What's Ariel got to say about this? One of the clip channels is asking this question, fishing for some content for himself, no less.
He's interested in coming on the program.
What's so funny about that? All good, though.
Does that mean like he believes that an invitation has been extended, or he would just like to come on the show as...
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? What does it really matter, the distinction, Ariel? You clearly want me on, okay? This is great for views. Sure, I may have mentioned in a live stream, I'm going to be in New York City. I wonder what collaboration I could do in New York City. And then I thought, oh my God, Ariel Helwani's there. Do I swing in through these fake windows in the back like a SWAT team member? Cruise in through the windows and stand my base like the ginger Kool-Aid man? I don't know what he wants to go for here, but does it really matter what way around this is, Ariel, okay? I'm just trying to make most efficient my trip around the US. So I was hoping like Porzingis would be up for a collab in Boston, but he's no longer there, which breaks my heart, okay? So that's a big problem. So we got Ariel. Nashville's where Theo Von is, right? And he's a massive UFC fan. I want to make it worth it. Because if I'm going to go there, I want to be potent. Potent with my tour around the US, okay? So I want to get things done. I'm not sure where else I could do. Arkansas, of course, is going to be the mate. I'll skip out any other place as long as I end up in Arkansas and get to go fishing with Bryce as initially planned. That's the reason I'm going to the US in the first place. So that's happening. No way around it. That's got to happen. I'm just thinking what else I could do in the other states. Let me know if there's any state you'd want me to go to. But does it really think if Rousey wasn't a bitter cunt about this, there would be more respect? Just in general. Everyone does say Ronda Rousey pioneered women's MMA. Ronda Rousey set the tone. Women wouldn't be in the UFC if it wasn't for Ronda Rousey. That is the truth. She was the female UFC star, and no one has been a star since then, really. They say Nunes is, they say Shevchenko is. They draw shit pay-per-view numbers. Rousey was drawing big pay-per-view numbers. Huge pay-per-view numbers. So, I feel like she is respected, but I guess just not enough for Rousey. Which is going to, in turn, garner her less respect. And she's definitely, listen, I don't think Khabib's fan base were all too fond of respecting a Rousey anyway, to say the least, or someone of Rousey's, or, DNA, let's just say, chromosomes, let's just say, not that she's got downs, but like that she's a woman, but this is definitely not going to make them like her, at all. So she's almost angry that a couple of people are diminishing some of her accomplishments and then saying, let me just make sure no one accepts any of my accomplishments. Let me just turn them off all the way here. But it's interesting. It's a complex thing, of course, because we do shit talk some of the legends, but that's, I feel like, in the conversation of who's better, the current guys or the old guys. And when someone tells me, dude, imagine what Rampage would have done to Pereira, I think to myself, I saw what Forrest Griffin did to Rampage. Pereira would kill him in a round. You know? So it almost feels like it draws the negativity out of the conversation when we're having to defend that maybe, just maybe, Tom Aspinall could hang with prime Frank Mir. You know? Maybe, just maybe. And it feels like that conversation comes up a lot, or like, I think that GSP is the exception to this, but we always hear things like that. Like, how would Silva have done against Chimaev? I have an idea, in all honesty. But, so it almost brings a negative side out of it, the fact that we have to defend the current guys against a narrative that they'll never be anything compared to the older generation of fighters that were fighting people who were part-time fighters, a lot of them, you know? But then she also said this about Dana White, and listen, she may have been cooking on Rogan and some of the Khabib things, but this is where she lost me completely.
I've spent a lot of time, Joe, slating everybody in the company. Backstage, I'm starting fights off everybody. I've ridiculed everyone on the roster. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the